Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our live reactions to the WWE UK Tournament Day 1. Earlier today, we live reacted to all four quarterfinals matches and the women's triple threat. And now we've got the two semifinals matches, British Strong Style versus the Undisputed Era, and the WWE UK Tournament 2018 finals. We don't even know who's going to be in the finals yet, but we're about to find that out. After the women's triple threat, though, on the WWE UK Championship Tournament 2018 video on the WWE Network, Triple H and Johnny Saint came out to discuss the fact that we are going to be getting an NXT UK series. And they're going to start filming that in late July. I believe July 28th and 29th is going to be the first taping. So that's pretty cool. We might be covering that when that starts to air on the WWE Network. We'll see. We'll have to have some talks about that and figure out when the tapings are, or not when the tapings are, when the airings are, when they're actually going to drop. We'll see about that. But for now, we have our timestamp set at 1 hour and 24 minutes, basically skipping through all the Triple H Johnny Saint stuff and then also skipping through entrances for this first match in an effort to save a little bit of time. So we are at 1 hour, 24 minutes even. And the bell's about to ring, and it looks like Flash Morgan Webster is about to charge after Zack Gibson. But John, knowing that our two semifinal matches are Zack Gibson versus Flash Morgan Webster, and that our second set is going to be Joe Coffey versus Travis Banks, who do you got going into the finals?
Oh, brother, after what I saw from Flash Morgan Webster, I have to consider him somewhat of a favorite. I also thought Travis Banks was incredibly impressive. So I'm torn between Flash Morgan Webster and Travis Banks, but I think I'm going to go with Flash Morgan Webster on this one. How are you feeling about it?
So you think Flash is going to win the whole thing?
Yeah, I think he's going to pull a natural progression series too. I think he's going to win the whole tournament.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Flash winning this match, and then I'm also going to agree with Travis Banks. But like I said, have been predicting Travis Banks to win the whole thing since the blocks, or not the blocks, but the brackets were dropped. So Travis Banks is going to be my pick to win the whole thing, and we will see how that goes when we get into it. Are you ready?
Let's do it, brother.
Excellent. Guys, remember, 1 hour, 24 minutes, and we are going to hit the play button here on 3. 3, 2, 1, go. And the bell rang, and there's a knee from
there by Webster.
And just mount punches on Gibson here, going hard on him. And now really relentless is Webster here, going after him, continuing to assault into the corner.
This is a return match, of course, from the Natural Progression Series 2 finals in progress. I want to say that was back in 2015.
Yeah, yeah, that was a 2015. Yeah, exactly. It's Natural Progression 2.
Flash Morgan Webster won that match that night.
Rana.
What a Rana.
The around the ring post Rana. That was awesome.
But I think you and I can both say that the 3 years, the saying goes, what a difference a year makes. Well, imagine the difference that 3 years makes for both of these men. They've both have gotten better, but we'll see if Zack Gibson's finally become better than Flash Morgan Webster. What a drop kick.
Very nice.
Over here. Check out. And Zack Gibson, I said it in his first bout against Jack Gallagher, brilliant technical wrestler. I think very well versed in that British strong style. Flash Morgan Webster, the mod father, and he's going for it early, the British pop drop. Oh my God, snake eyes by Gibson, almost now stomping on the head, and now the arm there. I'll tell you, Gibson, he's not only technically sound, but he's got like that fittingly, like regal, just in your face, beat you the hell up, brawling style. As you see the punches there. I mean, who do you like in this match, partner? Knowing that we've seen these guys compete in a prestigious tournament once before, with Flash Morgan Webster getting the better of the situation.
Yeah, I was gonna say Flash had the upper hand in 2015, but a lot has changed since then. And even just appearance wise for Zack Gibson, he looks so different now than he did in 2015.
Absolutely. I mean, Zack Gibson has definitely experienced a great maturation in those 3 years, but Flash Morgan Webster as well. I mean, even just his finish, the British pop drop, he didn't have that 3 years ago. So it shows that he's evolved as well as a performer. It's just, where have these evolutions respectively taken these men? And that's why we're having this match, to find out. as now Zack just talking trash. And now, man, could it be a case of Flash Morgan Webster having Zack Gibson's number, or has Zack figured out the conundrum that is Flash Morgan Webster and just stomping on him again there? See, now this is where my criticism might surprise some, because I know Zack.
Oh, Shankly Gate. Oh, wow. Zack was going for the kill shot early.
But see, I almost wonder if he'd be better versed. And oh, nice escape there, evasiveness by Flash Morgan Webster. Slides around.
Moonsault. Wow, that wasn't even really a moonsault. That was almost like a Phoenix splash to a standing opponent. That was crazy.
Let me tell you something, brother, on a bit more of a personal note. You know, Flash Morgan Webster, when the CWC was going on a few years ago, and he faced Zack Sabre Jr. in the qualifier, he got injured in the course of that match, and he still did awe-inspiring stuff. A healthy Flash Morgan Webster, maybe one of the best high flyers in the game today. I know. Oh, what a forearm. But see, unlike other high flyers, partner, I love that Flash Morgan Webster can do the brawling game when he needs to. What a forearm that was. And now, oh my God, what's this? Lope Suicida.
Damn.
It's just such a great contrast. The technical brute, Zack Gibson, against the flyer with finesse, Flash Morgan Webster. And oh, we got caught. Oh, dear mother of God. Oh, my God, what a suplex on the floor.
Webster is just getting wrecked right now.
This man is an animal. Absolutely.
Yeah, you're damn right he is.
Hey, Mets, we're glad you're here. We had hiccups of our own. Don't worry about it. As far as I'm concerned, you're right on time. And we got this match in progress here. The count begins. And Zack Gibson might have gotten his revenge. He might have gotten that win back from all those years ago. Because the UK tournament's a whole different animal from the Natural Progression Series. But Flash Morgan Webster says not yet. And oh, maybe going back to Shankly Gates. But look at Webster. Great defensive posture there. But I mean, oh, and there's the tap. There's the tap. That's it. Wow.
Jesus Christ, that was fast.
Wow. I did not expect that, partner. Zack Gibson really did learn from 3 years.
Damn.
What do you know about that?
That match was 4.5 minutes, dude. That was such a quick match.
Dude, compared to the Natural Progression Series 2 final, where you know those two took each other to the limit for several minutes, that's how dangerous Zack Gibson has become in 3 years. Amazing. That was amazing. Wow. And you can see he was favoring the arm all match. But then this right here, folks, look at this. Just the brute power of Gibson. And then this suplex. Oh, my God. And you can tell it took a bit out of Gibson, but took even more out of Flash. And I love how Gibson doesn't even give Flash a moment to breathe. You see Flash has got the defensive posture, but then it didn't matter. He got it synced in and almost instantaneously the tap out. Partner, your analysis?
I don't really even know what to say. I'm shocked. Zack Gibson, he didn't really dominate the whole match, but as soon as he caught Morgan Webster into that suplex on the outside, it was over.
Absolutely. I think we saw a side of Zack Gibson tonight that these people won't soon forget. That was impressive.
Damn. Well, Zack Gibson advances, so now it's just going to be whether it's Joe Coffey or Travis Banks. I almost want to say Joe Coffey might win this just because that would make more sense as like a heel-face dynamic.
I got to tell you, partner, Zack Gibson. But here's the question I have, and you know I'm a fan, so me asking this, it's not trying to, sour grapes or trying to rile him up. Zack Gibson, he made it to the finals of the Natural Progression Series. He lost to Flash Morgan Webster. He goes back to the finals of a completely different tournament. Just as prestigious in my mind. And is it, though, a case of him always being the bridesmaid and never the bride? Can he win the big one when it really matters? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. And I'm very curious about the answer to that question. Because I'll tell you, he has all the ability to be a champion. He has all the ability. You talk about this UK series that's going on. He has the ability to be like a Pete Dunne. And I'm dead serious about that. Like, he has the ability to dominate. But he's got to put it together, and he's got to get the big wins. And as much as I love Zack Gibson, I've got to be truthful about the fact that he really hasn't demonstrated that ability yet. He hasn't demonstrated that ability to win the big matches and to take his momentum all the way. So, I mean, how do you feel about his prospects?
Yeah, man, I wasn't even expecting him to win that match. So at this point, it's wide open.
Absolutely. And now,
I mean, Paul said Gibson didn't really seem like he was working heel earlier. Maybe you were talking about Banks, because Gibson has pretty clearly been working heel. I don't know.
Yeah, Banks I could buy as a face, but
Yeah, like Banks, maybe he wasn't working heel earlier, but Gibson's definitely been.
here we go. We're going to get right into our next bout here.
Absolutely. Coming out first, who? Oh, there's Aleister Black and Ricochet. That's an interesting combination of people at ringside.
Indeed.
I'm not surprised by Black, considering he was such a major part of Progress coming up, but Ricochet does kind of surprise me.
And we got another, or is the next tournament matchup up next, and then Undisputed Era, and then the finals, or how does that all work?
That is correct. And although, you know what? Aleister and Ricochet make sense because they're teaming up tomorrow.
That's right, they are. That should be interesting.
Yeah, they're teaming up. They're teaming up to take on Velveteen Dream and Lars, I think. Oh, Kiwi Buzzsaw. Here comes Travis Banks, baby. Here we go.
By the way, if I remember correctly, it's Velveteen Dream and EC3 it should be. I don't think it's Lars.
Ew.
I had the same reaction, believe me. And Travis Banks looking game tonight. Him versus Joe Coffey is going to be one hell of a match, partner. I mean, let me ask you, entrances are being done. Just give me your analysis. I think you said Joe Coffey might win this, so that you have the heel face dynamic. But who are you definitively going with? And what's your breakdown of like the contrasting styles and everything else between these two men?
Oh, man. I mean, Paul made a good point that Travis Banks wasn't really working heel in the first match, so I guess I'll stick with that pick. He has been my pick since the beginning, so I'm going to stick with it.
All right.
Oh, man. Joe Coffey is also in really rough shape, man. He got destroyed by Dave Mastiff earlier. And
yeah, Mastiff effed him up, dude.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that of the first four of the first matches that we watched, the quarterfinals, I'm pretty sure Travis Banks was the shortest match. Him and Ashton Smith was the shortest match.
Yeah. That was a rough go.
Him and Mr. Smith, I should say.
Yeah, that's right. He lost his first name privileges because he's a fucking scrub.
Yeah. Precisely.
I'll tell you what, though, Joe Coffey, even an injured Joe Coffey, is one that I do not want to fuck with. You know, that's just me. I mean, you look at the dude, and I say this about quite a few performers, but with Joe Coffey, it's especially true. The man's got so many physical gifts. And the bigger thing is he knows how to use them, right? Like, he doesn't just expect the gifts to just work themselves out and to do everything for him. Like, you can tell this man has put time into his craft. And there's the show of respect there. And hell, I believe that Travis is sincere in that show of respect, but he has to know. He has to know that Joe is favoring the midsection. And if he really wants this bad enough, he would go after it. Lock up here. There's the break. Now, Ashton, let me ask you, because I always appreciate your analysis. We always talk about a sense of urgency in tournaments, and that doesn't stop being true. But for Joe Coffey, do you think he has a bit of anxiety, like wondering, is Travis Banks going to go for my midsection? How quickly can I end this? Do you think the urgency is even more informed by an anxiety of, like, I'm wounded and I know it, and the other guy knows?
I mean, if you're Joe Coffey, you've definitely got to be thinking haymakers early here.
Yeah. That's why I'm surprised he's keeping it to the fundamentals right now. I don't think you're really in a position where you can make such an indulgence. You know,
well, just because it's the optimal strategy doesn't necessarily mean that it's the strategy he's going to take.
Oh, look at that by Coffey.
Oh, and the slap by Banks.
I don't know. That was smart at all.
But we've seen a lot of instances where we said, "Oh, this person should do that, or that person should do this," and they don't. It's it's not like our opinion of what the best strategy might be ends up being the opinion the strategy that they use.
Certainly not. I mean, look, I haven't had one sanctioned match, and I know you haven't either. So our opinion.
Oh, what a trip there by Banks.
There is the trip.
Off the ropes, turns around.
Coffey though.
Shoulder block by Coffey.
God, but it took something out of him though, because he immediately goes back to the midsection.
Yeah.
You are dealing with a vulnerable man right now, and you just gotta wonder, when is that going to catch up to Joe Coffey? As you see there, the shot to the head. Now he's moving around. There's a body shot there. And notice where those shots are directed, Ashton, the midsection. He may be trying to equalize the playing field here. If I get his midsection hurting, we're probably my God.
Basically a butterfly spin.
Now is he going to plan him for the
into
DDT?
The butterfly suplex.
Into the butterfly suplex and into the cover.
That was awesome.
Man, Coffey, man, he gets it. He knows what this is about. He knows what's at stake. And now.
Oh, man. Banks hurt here now. And of course, it's his left fucking arm, too. God damn it.
Well, I mean, hell, for Joe Coffey, that's got to be amazing news, right? Because you take away something from the opposition, makes him less able to hurt me, which is what I'm trying to do. Because keep in mind, Joe Coffey ain't going to be 100% for those finals. So Zack Gibson's really the big winner here. Because if Coffey wins, he was already damaged goods, and that damage has only been intensified. And if it is Travis Banks...
Look at these chops from Banks, though. Oh,
Banks.
Sunset flip. Oh, Coffey rolled through, though.
And he picked the leg.
Oh, man, almost a modified half crab here. I don't even know.
The full turnover,
now into the full half crab, yeah.
And the knee into the shoulder blade, and now the standard crab. That's what I was getting ready to say. For Zack Gibson on the Joe Coffey side, if Banks does win, you just hope that he softened up Banks enough. Because that's the thing. I doubt much was taken out of Zack Gibson because you said the match was only 4.5 minutes.
Yeah. That was a huge advantage for Gibson for sure. Oh, and man, Joe Coffey looking all kinds of red. He's definitely flushed right now. He's worked a hell of a couple matches here and now just trying to isolate the shoulder joint of Travis Banks. Banks, though, getting to his feet. Now looking like he's going to reverse the wrist lock here. Oh, no. Coffey going for a straight jacket.
He's got the straight jacket.
Is that the Japanese stranglehold, John?
That is the Japanese stranglehold. I was gonna call it that, and I can call it that because we're not in Japan. Oh, and a jumping knee to the head. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It keeps the hold of like this Coffey, man, is ridiculous.
Oh, Banks, though. Bank looking to reverse. No.
Wow.
Coffey flipped it all the way around back into locked in on Banks.
Respect to Coffey for having this kind of performance against Travis Banks in the condition that he's in, because it cannot be easy right now.
I want Travis Banks to team up with Sasha Banks to form the team of Banks and Banks Incorporated.
There you go. And now
their theme song would be Price Tag by Jessie J, because they just say it's all about the money in there.
Nice.
Or no, actually, I think they say it's not about the money there. Never mind. They could just steal Shane McMahon's theme song.
There you go.
Oh my God. Coffey with it looked to me like a European uppercut to the lower back.
Unreal.
Oh, Coffey kind of squaring up. Oh my God, knife edge.
Stop.
Oh, he's gonna do left punch there.
This man.
Though this is a big reason why I'm not a big fan of single elimination tournaments, though, because we've got, these two guys have been through two grueling matches, and especially Joe Coffey. If Joe Coffey wins this, he is at such a massive disadvantage against Zack Gibson. And there's the trip by Banks. Because Gibson, you could argue he had an easier path to the finals.
Absolutely.
Super kick by Banks. Man. A series of chops into the super kick. Now Banks getting ready for a PK. Oh, and he kicked his head off.
I respect both of these men for the grit and the determination they're showing. That shows you, just as much as Pete Dunne's title reign has, what the United Kingdom Championship means to these men. I mean, these guys, Joe Coffey's given his last breath, literally, because he's got to be struggling to breathe with that midsection. And now Banks, look at the momentum he's building up. What a knee strike.
Over the pin. He might have to win off of that. Oh, no. That's what I was going to say, though, is he might have to win off of some kind of a strike. I don't know if he'd be able to get Joe Coffey up for the Kiwi Crusher.
That's a great point. I didn't even think about that, partner. Thank you for bringing that to the table.
Yeah.
Because we know the lariat.
We know the Fisherman's Driver is devastating, but I don't know if he can hit. Oh, the pop-up uppercut there by Coffey. And the charging shotgun headbutt into the corner. And for those of you that are with us instead of watching Raw, all you're really missing is a talking segment between Kurt Angle, Constable Corbin, Roman Reigns, and Lashley. In other words, you ain't missing shit.
Oh, and there's a boot right there to the face. I'd rather have some intense in-ring action like what we're getting here. What a slam. That might do it too. Oh, no. But Coffey, though, look at the urgency. Right back on Banks. He may not be able to lift him. That midsection might give him too much trouble.
He had him up. He did have him up, but Travis kind of... Oh, what a German.
What a German. That was
bridge. Only a 2 count, though.
Unbelievable.
It's nice because I genuinely don't know who's going to win this.
I'm right there with you, man. And now...
Avoiding spoilers is fun.
Yo, Coffey here, yeah. He's got that arm. He's got the midsection.
Yeah. Both of these guys are so beat up, and there's only one match breaking up their match with the finals.
Man, Zack Gibson's got to be loving this, man.
Yeah, and his semifinals match was 4.5 minutes long. He has such a huge advantage no matter what.
Zack Gibson might have just been gifted a United Kingdom Championship match on a silver platter with how these two are killing each other.
But will he have really earned it is my question.
Well, here's the real question. Does he give a shit? And I'd say no, he does not. Yeah, it's all...
the shotgun drop kick. Banks. Oh, my God. Springboard double stomp.
God.
Into the corner and now rolling Coffey over 1-2. Oh, the 2 count so close.
And again,
you just know Banks is thinking he's got to at least try for the Kiwi Crusher.
Look at Banks's chest.
Yeah.
God. I know. Now Banks is going to pick Coffey up by the hair. My God.
He's thinking Kiwi Crusher.
No way. There's no way.
He wants it, man. He wants it. Oh, no. His back is actually giving out. Wow.
And this might be Coffey's moment. If he can get that lariat, Banks is done. Can he get the lariat?
Oh, my God. The revival just came out on Raw.
Oh, they're going to get buried again.
Again.
And
there's the back elbow from Coffey. Oh, springboard. Oh, no crossbody.
No, that's going to cost him. Remember that midsection. That midsection ain't nothing but canvas there. That did not help his issues at all.
Oh, Banks. He's going to go for the Kiwi Crusher again here. He's got to try and hit it here.
I don't know. I would adapt if I was Banks.
Oh, no. Chop again from Coffey.
God, he's not going to have a chest left after all these chops. No. Off the ropes.
There's a boot from Banks. Oh, pump kick from Banks. Oh, victory roll from Banks.
That's going to do it.
2. He got him.
I knew it would have to be a catch-type finish given the size of Coffey. I like Coffey's urgency towards the end to go for the lariat, but Banks had it too well scouted. There was just no way.
Travis Banks with the win, advancing to the finals, but at what cost?
That is the question. At what cost, indeed? Damn. What a match.
What a match, though. That was a great match.
That was a brilliant matchup.
Knowing that our finals is Banks versus Gibson, I almost want to call this the match of the tournament.
Yeah.
Because I have a pretty hard time believing that Banks versus Gibson is going to outdo what we just saw.
No, that was a great match. A great contrast between two very different styles. And Banks is 1 win away from meeting Pete Dunne for the United Kingdom Championship.
Travis Banks.
Damn. That's got to be hard for Joe Coffey.
Oh, really?
Oh my God.
Joe, what are you doing?
What the hell? Wait a minute. Now, come on. Oh my God. And the ring, his shoulder, dude, his shoulder. Cobb, I don't think he's going to stop until he hits that lariat because he doesn't even look done yet. He couldn't hit the lariat all match, and that's got to be a source of frustration for him. And oh my God. And the Iron King not happy to be kicked off his throne. Coffey is a menacing son of a bitch. And look at that. He's standing tall, but don't let it fool you, folks. If you're just tuning in, he lost this match. It's Travis Banks versus Zack Gibson, not Joe Coffey versus Zack Gibson. And this man,
tell you, man, I'm impressed by Travis Banks.
I'm impressed by him too, brother, and I'm really disappointed in the poor sportsmanship by Joe Coffey. You know, you lose a match sometimes. You don't have to take it out on the better man like this. And now Banks, as if he wasn't beat up enough. Take a look at this again, folks. I don't know if they're going to show. They are going to show the assault. There's the shot seemingly to the head. This is what I want you guys to focus on here. Look at this. That shoulder going right into that ring post. And think about this, partner. Travis Banks may be ripe for the picking for that Shankly Gates of Zack Gibson after that attack by Joe Coffey. Because he is looking at that, and his eyes must have bugged out of his skull saying, there's my opportunity right there. There's my bullseye right there. And Joe Coffey just gift wrapped it to Zack Gibson, the no good son of a bitch.
So not only is, not only has Zack Gibson had the easiest path to the finals between him and Banks, he also had the shortest semifinal match and the first semifinal match, which means he has more time to recover. I would definitely say that the odds are stacked against Travis Banks.
Absolutely. And again, just to reiterate, that attack by Joe Coffey has now left Travis Banks vulnerable to the entirety of Zack Gibson's repertoire. Because you can see he's favoring that arm, man. And you know Zack Gibson, he's looking at that. He's licking his chops. His jowls are showing. He's ready to pounce on this, man. I definitely feel for Travis Banks here. But that is our final. Travis Banks versus Zack Gibson. Winner faces Pete Dunne. The loser gets nothing. Whew. And now it's Undisputed Era versus British Strong Style. This is going to be one hell of a six-man, partner. You got any opinions on this match we got coming up?
It's going to be a fun one, man. We've got British Strong Style versus the Undisputed Era. I don't think we've ever seen British Strong Style as a trio in a WWE context.
No, we have not. It's definitely new territory for everybody, which is why I think I'm super excited about it. Why is that?
Because Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne have never been the same alignment until now.
Oh, that's true.
Hard to realize because it just seems so off and so wrong, but Pete Dunne is a babyface in NXT right now, so.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a question of they're great rivals, but can they make even better allies? We're going to learn that tonight.
And out comes the other half of Mustache Mountain, Trent Seven, with dyed hair.
Trent Seven definitely living his best life right now. Feeling very good about things. And these guys, they are looking poised to get a big win here. You know, Pete Dunne, he has been itching to get his hands on Roderick Strong and a bit of Adam Cole. We saw on a recent episode of NXT.
What a pop for Pete Dunne.
Good God.
Damn.
You think they're fans of Pete Dunne here?
Yeah, and you know this team is going to be getting cheered too. Even if there wasn't the predisposition to root for this trio because they are the good guys, we've also got to remember that this is a team led by the UK champion, Undisputed Era led by the North American champion, and we are in the UK here.
Oh, shit. It's factional warfare. Here at the United
national warfare. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Or I guess since it's multiple nations, it would be international warfare.
Yeah, that's true. Holy shit.
Although North America is a continent, I don't know. How does that work? I guess the UK is multiple countries too. UK is like England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales. You know, UK is multiple countries too. So yeah, it still fits.
And now Pete Dunne and Mustache Mountain. Look at that trio.
I love the Mustache Mountain mustache twirl.
Amazing. British Strong Style are ready to put a hurting on the Undisputed Era.
And you've also got to imagine that if Adam Cole or Pete Dunne gets pinned in this match, that whoever pins them would get a shot at their title. But also, you've also got to think that if either member of the tag team champions, Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, gets pinned, whoever would pin them, I'm imagining it would be, in that case, one of the members of Mustache Mountain, you would think that Mustache Mountain would then get a title shot.
You would have to. Yeah, I completely agree with that logic.
And here we go, baby. Shock the system.
Now, Adam Cole, look at all that gold.
Hold up them U's and E's, baby.
And the Undisputed Era. I have said time and time again, these guys are the faction in professional wrestling today.
They really are, man. They are like as cool now as Bullet Club was for the first like year to 2 years of its existence.
I was going to say, if the early days of Bullet Club, they ran the roost, this era is indeed, full pun intended, undisputed, yes. I mean, these guys rule the world, whether anybody realizes it or not.
Wait. Here we go. We're going to do the thing. Adam Cole, baby!
The inaugural North American champion, and the minds of many, including my own, despite the fact that I enjoy giving Ashton a hard time every now and again, definitely a future WWE champion is Adam Cole, baby. Referee here saying it's one fall to the finish. And I mean, partner, you got Robert Pisces out with an injury. That's all well and good. But I think Roderick Strong more than fills the void that Bobby Fish left. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. Roderick Strong is exceptional.
And, we got a side headlock early here.
And even though I don't think Dunn, Bate, or Seven was involved, we have seen Adam Cole and Roderick Strong team up in Progress before.
Yes, that's true.
We literally just saw them take on the Sumerian Death Squad in Chapter 21.
And Tyler Bate, who is only 21 years old.
Yeah, speaking of 21, right?
Exactly. Hey, if he wins tonight, he'd be old enough to go and get a drink at a pub, get himself a pint.
I think the legal drinking age in the UK is 18, so he's been like that for a while.
Oh, well, he's been like that. Well, hell, either way, you get a win, maybe you go down to the pub afterward. I don't know if that's Tyler Bates' style, too. Kick out there.
O'Reilly is still like, God, this is really an amazing match because the only guy that I don't really care about is Trent Seven, and I'm sure there are people that love him.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way as you, partner.
Because, I think you and I both really love all 5 other members of this match.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and in comes Roderick. Oh. Energizer Bunny time.
Here comes one of the most innovative competitors of our generation. Picks the leg.
Yeah, man. Gets kicked off, but how long is that going to last? Oh, and they're nice.
Right to the front.
Oh, Jesus. Tyler Bate cranking on the arm, and in comes Dunn. And you know that Dunn wants a piece of Strong for turning on him at TakeOver New Orleans. And Dunn is just going hard after Strong, kicking him, stomping that mud hole, and walking it dry.
You know what's crazy is it really was a genuine choice by Roddy because it seemed like him and Pete were going to win the NXT tag titles. But Roderick made the conscious choice. I want to be tag champions with my brothers. Oh, my God. What a lariat indeed. Dunn is just whooping that ass. Oh, God.
Oh, man. Gonna manipulate. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Oh, is he going to break him? Is he going to break him? Oh, no, he's not. Oh, we've got the 6-man face off. Oh, shit. Oh, Bob.
Wow. Now Kyle O'Reilly's going to fall. Oh. It's like, I'm just going to go sit back down on the apron. And British Strong Style ruling this roost right now.
I fucking adore Kyle O'Reilly. Can I just say that?
Yes. Oh, no, Pete Dunne. Is this going to be? Oh, God, a surfboard, a Liger. A Liger special here.
Yeah, there you go. No, he's not going to be able to do it. He's just going to stomp him. There's the stomp.
Oh, God.
And slight correction, courtesy of PW Gregory in chat. UK, I already mentioned England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland, but it's specifically Northern Ireland that's a part of UK. The Republic of Ireland is independent.
Geography here at Twitwell. And now,
yeah. I still did better than most people, like most Americans would probably do, I feel like.
Sure, shit did better than I would have. Adam Cole, baby, stomping a
I mean, the fact that I remember to put Wales in there, give me some credit. Come on.
Absolutely. Definitely +5 for that.
Oh, there's the chop, but Trent 7 doesn't give a shit about your chops, Adam. Oh my God. I don't know. Trent 7 with silver hair works for me. How about you?
Oh, definitely. I dig it.
He is just throwing shots. Oh, but there's
what
the DDT.
DDT. I'll tell you, the pain that Adam Cole's going to wake up in tomorrow morning, this may be a case where somebody doesn't want to be Adam Cole.
No, that's never going to happen. How dare you?
Oh, jumping kick there by Cole.
See, Gamangiri, Kyle O'Reilly in the ring for the distraction. And meanwhile, Roderick Strong holding backbreaker there for Trent 7. And now Adam Cole coming back over to get 7 back in the ring while the referee prevents Dunn and Bate from being able to help their partner. Brilliant tag teams and tactics by the Undisputed Era. Cole with the mount punches on 7. Referee trying to encourage 7 to get his guard up, but 7 kind of out of it.
I mean, brother, the Undisputed Era promised to take over this industry, and for all intents and purposes, I think they've succeeded in doing that so far.
Here we go, baby. I mean, Robert Strong, best emoting in the business right now.
Oh, and Kyle O'Reilly, they're laying in the knee. Oh, what a forearm. There's the tag to Strong.
Are we about to get the Undisputed Era's equivalent of a unicorn stampede right now?
Possibly, and I'll tell you, I think Trent 7 would prefer to be stampeded by unicorns than what's happening to him right now. Shit. Oh, what a chop.
He tried to throw a chop, but he couldn't get as much power behind it. Oh, Roderick making fun of Pete Dunne and then going right back after 7.
That takes some balls, Roddy.
Adam Cole back in. Kicks to the midsection of Trent 7.
You got to love this strategy by the Undisputed Era.
Oh, you're going to miss. God damn it, Adam. What are you doing?
Oh. Adam, though.
Oh. Got hit. Oh, but O'Reilly, get in there, Kyle. Yes, big boot there to Bate. Swing and a miss on Dunn. 7, though, not going to be able to make it to Dunn. Oh, but here's nice Falcon Arrow slam. That was pretty from 7.
That is a start right there. And if 7 can tag in Dunn, Dunn is going to come into this match, I promise you, like a house of fire. And here we go. Oh, dear God. Oh, these strikes. These strikes.
God damn. Roderick is getting destroyed right now.
Dunn is lighting Roderick Strong up right now.
Roderick managed to reverse the air. Oh, but there's the backflip from Dunn. And the enziguri from Dunn. And now he wants a German.
Oh, standing switch.
Oh, Dunn lands on his feet, kind of on his knee. There's the enziguri to the back of Strong's head. Oh, there's the kick to Cole. And now the suplex. Oh, the X-Plex on to Roderick.
God.
Going for the pin. 2, but Roddy kicks out.
And now, what's Pete Dunne going to do here?
We got to go back and listen to this just because Morrow is killing it on commentary right now.
Oh, but
there's the boot from Roderick. Enziguri. Oh, shit. Angle slam or Olympic
counter?
Arm drag from Dunn. Tag to Bate. Tyler Bate is in. Roderick Strong misses. Tyler Bate catches Kyle O'Reilly in midair. Exploder into Strong.
And now Cole.
Oh, my God. Fireman's carry. Airplane spin. Oh, he's going to pick up Roderick. Yeah. Oh, we're going to get a big swing with an airplane spin. Are you kidding me?
No, there's no way.
God.
There's no way.
Holy
there's
shit,
no,
Tyler.
my God.
Tyler Bate, you freak.
Dude, even Cesaro's like, I think I love you.
Oh my God. Tyler Bate is just so good. It's unbelievable.
I had no idea that he had that much, because he doesn't look like a powerhouse at all.
Dude, I've seen him do like an Argentine backbreaker to Cassius Ohno.
Jesus Christ.
Only a 2 count.
And Kyle O'Reilly, but British strong style.
Actually, you know what? I've seen him do a deadlift German suplex to Walter, who's over 300 pounds.
Jesus Christ. What does that boy eat? He done. Drop kick go by Roderick. That was a picture-perfect drop kick, I'll tell you.
That was a hell of an opening for the Undisputed Era, and now in comes Adam Cole. I think he wants to hit the last shot right away. There it is. There's the last shot. Going for the pin. 1, 2. And Pete Dunne kicks out.
Perhaps Pete Dunne is better than Adam Cole, and now Kyle O'Reilly in here.
First of all, how dare you?
Okay.
Kyle O'Reilly going for the cross arm breaker here. I got caught up in the moment, and I forgot that Adam Cole's finisher is the Shining Wizard now, not the over-the-knee neck.
Oh, well, then that explains the kick out. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
But,
O'Reilly, though.
Oh, look at this. What? And now.
Dunne sends O'Reilly into the ropes. German by Dunne.
Got it.
Snap German. Oh, forearm from O'Reilly. Discus forearm there. Oh, but Dunne with the kick right to the head. Buzzsaw kick.
Oh, wait, this could be the bitter end.
Bitter end. He's thinking bitter end. Not O'Reilly with the guillotine. Oh, Dunne looked an awful lot like he was tapping out there. I don't know.
No, it was a closed fist. I saw it. It was almost like he was clubbing his back. But look at the
Dunne needs to get the tag here to Bate. He's got his hand out, and he makes the tag. In comes Tyler Bate. He's going to German everyone, isn't he? Oh, no. Okay, he's going to double stomp.
Oh,
Jesus
my God.
Christ.
That was like the knees right on the face.
Oh, he missed. Adam Cole misses the boot. Oh, he made Trent Seven chop his own partner. There's the boot. There's the enziguri from Dunne. In comes Strong. Facebuster by Strong onto Dunne. Now Bate grabbing. Oh, Strong sending Bate into the ropes. Discus lariat by Bate.
What the hell is even happening?
Tyler Bate's fucking incredible. That's what. And now Tyler Bate with a powerbomb to O'Reilly. Holy shit.
And this crowd.
God. Tyler Bate is stupid good. It's unbelievable.
And he's still only fucking 21 years old, just to remind everybody again.
And the unfortunate thing is that no amount of aging is going to make him taller than 5'9". Like, he's a shorter guy, so he's never going to make it to the big time in WWE, but he's still a fucking incredible performer.
And now.
Unless he gets, like, Daniel Bryan levels of over, which he's got that kind of talent that he could.
Right.
Oh, Roderick Strong. Oh, went for the knee on Seven. Seven with a back fist to the future. Oh, my God. That was a ripcord lariat. 1, 2. No, Roderick kicks out. Damn, that lariat was powerful.
Roderick, man, he's...
Oh, Adam Cole wants to use the belt as to his advantage, but... Oh, there's the knee from Roderick. There's the tag to Adam Cole. There's the tag to Kyle O'Reilly. All 3 members of the Undisputed Era are in right now. I think we're about to get a triple super kick. Oh, axe kick from O'Reilly. Forearm from O'Reilly. Knee from Strong. There's the last shot from Adam Cole.
That's going to do it.
O'Reilly 2, and Dunne pulls him off.
Dunne just breaking the pin up. Are you kidding me?
Oh, shit. The falling heel kick there from Tyler Bate. He went for Bob Bang, but Adam Cole super kicked him. Forearm from Cole. Forearm from Dunne. Sends Cole to the outside of the ring.
And now
now Dunne goes up and over, but he's going to get grabbed by Adam Cole here, I believe. Oh, no, moonsault. Are you kidding me? He took out both Adam Cole and Roderick Strong. O'Reilly, the only Undisputed Era member left in the ring.
This is crazy right now.
Oh, there's the slap from Trent Seven. There's a kick from O'Reilly. Oh, a nice thrust kick there. Oh, but another lariat from Seven turns O'Reilly inside out. Seven with the Argentine backbreaker here.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this going to be a double? Oh,
I think he went for a burning hammer, but O'Reilly countered, and there's a knee. I think Tyler Bate just tagged himself in.
He did.
O'Reilly just got caught in a full Nelson. Bate. Hey, oh, my God. He just
into the dragon. That's it.
O'Reilly.
If he can just turn over in time, that's going to do it, 1, I think.
2, 3, and that's it. Tyler Bate has pinned Kyle O'Reilly, and you just know Mustache Mountain are about to get tag title shots.
Absolutely. And now Pete Dunne coming back in, helping Tyler Bate up. Look at this sight from a year ago when these guys were killing each other for the inaugural United Kingdom Championship. Now they're embracing each other as brothers in arms. British Strong Style wins the day today. Now Roderick Strong retrieving Kyle O'Reilly. What a match that was, guys. That was insanity.
Good God. What a performance by Tyler Bate, really. Like, everyone in that match was good. Tyler Bate was fucking exceptional.
The idea that this man is as freakishly strong as he is, as good as he is, period, at 21 years old. I'm telling you, I've been saying it for the last I'd say a year, maybe a year and a half. There is a youth movement going on in all of wrestling right now, and everybody better take notice because they're just getting better and better, and it's terrifying. And Undisputed Era learned that firsthand. And you see there tomorrow night, NXT
there you
Tag Team
go.
Champions.
That's going to be tomorrow afternoon when we live react to day 2 at 3 p.m. Eastern time. We will be getting the tag title match. Mustache Mountain challenging for the tag titles from the Undisputed Era. And there you see Tyler Bate.
And I got to say,
from Marble.
Before, I probably would have scoffed at the prospect of Mustache Mountain becoming champions. But after that performance, never say never.
I mean, at least Adam Cole doesn't have to defend the North American title against them, right?
Oh, of course. I mean, that's really the big concern here, obviously. So,
there's Zack Gibson. We just saw Travis Banks. Travis Banks was getting taped up. Gibson's here working out. Gibson's practically unscathed.
That's the scary thing if you're Travis Banks. Just the idea that your opposition is as good a shape as he's in heading into this match. Meanwhile, you've had 2 grueling matches thus far. And the latter, you had to suffer a post-match beatdown that you really shouldn't have suffered. It was because of poor sportsmanship. So, really makes you wonder what exactly Travis Banks is in for, and can he endure whatever he is in for? That's the pressing question here.
Yeah.
Here we go.
HBK is coming out.
This is interesting. I'm going to turn up my volume a little bit for this.
Fucking why?
I don't know.
Oh my God, he has short hair.
That is weird.
Right?
I don't like it.
I definitely am not in love with it at all. Not even 1%. Oh shit, he can do the side thing now. He used to have to get down on his knees because his hips were too bad to be able to do the side thing.
Oh, nice.
You remember towards the tail end of his WWE run, well, his most recent WWE run, whenever the pyro would go off, he would have to go down on his knees?
Yeah.
Well, it's because he had bad hips. And I guess they're good now because he was doing the lean down to your side thing that he just did.
I'll tell you, brother. Wait, I'll tell you after Michaels has done his promo here.
They're singing his theme song.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was really cool.
HBK chants. I'm surprised we haven't had any crowds singing the Sexy Boy theme song with his entrance. Like a lot of other guys get their song sung.
It's a pretty snappy tune, he says.
Giving credit to the 6-man tag we just witnessed.
That's really cool. Crowd showing their respect for Michaels.
In 1991, he got the opportunity to wrestle the first match for the WWE here in Royal Albert Hall.
Oh, one more match everywhere he goes.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm sure he's happy to stay.
Yeah, you gotta stop that, he said.
NXT UK, it's happening, man. I'm excited about it.
Absolutely. saying give him back to the UK.
And it's especially for you. And I'm assuming by for you, he doesn't just mean the fans in general. He specifically means.
Yeah. I said, let's get ready for the finals. Here we go. And Michael's definitely feeling himself.
Yeah, well, he's dancing because the crowd's singing for him. That's so cool.
Very respectful show by the fans here at Royal Albert Hall. As Michael's saying again, thank you. And now we've got two men looking to continue to carve their own legacies. Travis Banks and Zack Gibson. One gets the opportunity of a lifetime if they win. The loser, well, they get the satisfaction of a job well done, I guess, but that really doesn't pay the bills now, does it?
I mean, to be fair, they both are probably going to get nice, hefty WWE's NXT UK contracts. So
that is true. That is true. But it's one thing to be a...
And I also wanted to add, like, even, you know, the winner gets a title shot against Pete Dunne, but they might not even win that match. So what does winning the WWE UK tournament really do for you if you can't beat Dunne?
I would agree with you completely on that point. And I was going to say...
Here we go, baby. So not only has he competed most recently, but he's entering first, requiring him to spend even more energy than Gibson. That's bullshit, man.
And now...
That Gibson is a dickhead.
Hey, but he's a successful dickhead. And that's really...
Shoes off if you hate Gibson.
But I was going to say about the whole beating the UK champion. You know, there's a difference between being a part of the show and being the show. And I feel like when you're the champion, when everybody's gunning for you, it's what Cedric Alexander, I think, is currently experiencing on 205 Live. Hell, the main event that you and I watched last week, the triple threat between Mustafa Ali, Buddy Murphy, and Hideo Itami, that revolved around Alexander because it was the question of who's the number one contender. So when you're the champion, everything is in your orbit. And with how egotistical Zack Gibson is, you know he would love for that show to be built around him. It's one thing to be a brick. It's another thing to be a foundation. And these guys are looking to be the foundation of NXT UK.
So it looks like, just updating everyone that's watching us instead of Raw, all that you've missed was a talking segment involving Kurt Angle, Constable Corbin, Roman Reigns, and Bobby Lashley. A tag team match involving the same four guys that we saw last week, Roman, Lashley, and the Revival. A talking segment involving Bray Wyatt, Matt Hardy, and the B-Team. And now a singles match between Matt Hardy and Curtis Axel. So literally nothing important or interesting.
Yeah, the only good thing out of all of that was apparently the Revival did beat Reigns and Lashley by Dash pinning Reigns. So, wow. Yeah. And now there is Zack Gibson. He's not sporting any tape. He's not sporting any bandages. He's coming into this thing healthy. And I'll tell you, even more than the beatdown on Coffey, and I know you've mentioned it a few times now, partner, really was that 4.5 minute semifinal match. The idea that he really didn't have to make much of an expenditure to win that match might be the biggest difference maker out of everything that's happened between these two men. And you see the referee now checking Gibson. Do you have any final thoughts to share, partner, before the bell rings?
No, man. I'm just curious how this is going to work out. I could honestly see Gibson kind of dominating his way through Banks here the same way he dominated his way through Flash Morgan Webster because of Banks's current condition. I mean, look at him.
Exactly. No, it's definitely
a rough match for Banks, win or lose. So
for sure, man.
And the thing is, like, if we're just picking based on who we think has more of a chance to beat Pete Dunne for the UK title, it's got to be Gibson. Not necessarily because he's the better man, but because he's in more fighting shape right now than Banks.
Yeah. And you see Gibson, I think he just said, I don't care about them. I'm not distracted by them. It's you. It's me. Gibson is intense, man. I'm not saying Banks isn't. Please understand that. Banks is intense too. But Gibson, you can tell he wants this so bad. again, it goes back to something I said. Oh, look at it. That's a lot of class. That's a lot of class. And in my opinion, that's a risk. You're feeding him an arm, man. And Gibson saying, nah, I ain't going to shake your hand. Nah, not going to do it. Dickweed until the end.
Continuing the trend of Raw being shit tonight, I just read a tweet from WWE. Due to a contractual snag with the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar, the multi-man match at Extreme Rules to determine the next challenger is now off the table.
Wow, what the fuck, WWE?
He's not even going to wrestle at fucking SummerSlam.
Jesus Christ. Why can't they just
never wrestles for WWE again? I just hope he's done and they have to crown a Universal Champion through a tournament or something.
Yeah, do a fucking tournament and have Seth Rollins win the tournament, please.
No, I mean, I imagine Braun. Maybe they would even just be like, hey, Braun, you want to cash in and just take the title?
Yeah, maybe.
A title currently being held by vacant.
Jesus Christ. But that's not official, though, right?
No,
it's still Lesnar. Even though it should be official. Jesus Christ, take back control of your own fucking company. And Zack Gibson looking to take control of this match early, controlling the injured arm of Travis Banks.
That WrestleMania main event that you want next year is probably going to end up being our SummerSlam main event this year. Roman versus Braun.
Yeah. And now
it might be Roman Seth. That'd be even better.
They do have good chemistry. I mean, I actually went back recently. I watched their Money in the Bank match where Seth caught the spear into the pedigree. Yeah. God, that was great. And Gibson really targeting that arm here, folks. Banks all up in the ropes.
Holy shit! Authors of Pain sighting on Raw.
Damn.
They are still alive. It's unbelievable. Looks like they might be having a match tonight against Titus Worldwide. Oh boy.
Oh, well, we know how that's going to go.
Watch Titus Worldwide win for the shit of it.
Jesus Christ.
That cute
these two
throws some devastating thigh kicks. I know I wouldn't be able to handle any right now. My thigh's in a lot of pain, actually.
There's the takedown there, and you see Gibson, though, trying to stay calm. You saw him trying to go for the thigh. Oh, but nice whirl around there by Banks, creating that distance into the side headlock.
Definitely.
Great movement there. But, oh, man, look at that.
Wow. Oh, geez. Almost like a modification on the Shankly Gates there from Gibson. Going after the tape now. Jeez.
Oh, the chop.
Thanks. Is Gibson seriously trying to beg off right now?
Gibson's like, hey, man, watch the chest. I don't think Travis Banks really gives a shit.
Goofy-looking son of a bitch with that beard, man.
He's a serious competitor, okay?
He's got, like, the sunken-in eyes. I don't know.
And now. This is,
Notice, though, Banks is only throwing right arm strikes because of how badly that left arm is damaged.
Oh, but that shoe kick, the legs are fine still, and he's trying to make the best of it here.
And another right arm knife edge chop there. Gibson just kind of pushes him away, and there's the shoe kick from Banks. Man, they call him the Kiwi Buzzsaw for a reason. He really is like oh my God, I almost just made a horrible mistake and called him Australian. He is like a Kiwi, New Zealand equivalent of Tajiri.
Yeah, he is. Absolutely.
Oh, man. Oh, but there's the forearm from Gibson.
And Gibson, man, he's staying in this. Oh.
God damn.
Oh, my God. Another forearm right to the face. A body shot, though, by Banks. Another body shot. Oh, my God. But Gibson just smothering him, though. Gibson not giving him any room to breathe. And to be fair, why should he? You know, why should he? He is a win away from challenging Pete Dunne and going after the United Kingdom Championship. Oh, and there's another shoot kick there. And another shoot kick there. And a third. Oh, caught. Oh, dear God, the hammerlock. Oh, into the barricade.
Hammerlock lift into an over the barricade shoulder breaker. Almost.
Oh, now the arm isolated again in the hammerlock position.
And he's going to send him into the steps, the steel steps.
Is there a more ruthless son of a bitch on this planet? At least in the context of this match, I guess, it's Zack Gibson. My God, this man will do anything to win. And look at him. He's so proud of himself. Look at that smile. He is loving what he has done to Travis Banks here tonight.
Well, and the thing is, he might not even just be loving what he's done to Travis Banks, but what all of Travis Banks' opponents have done to Travis Banks, really.
Oh, I'm telling you, if I was Zack Gibson, I know he didn't do this. I would have found Joe Coffey and I would have given him a big hug. I would have been like, man, you just gave me the United Kingdom Championship match.
Oh, and now, dude, Banks was doing such a good job there of protecting his left shoulder, but obviously Gibson knew that he was doing.
Oh, Gibson taking off the bandaging. There's the lariat.
Man, Gibson, it feels like almost unfair. I know it's not unfair, but it feels like it.
I don't blame you for feeling that way. I mean, imagine how Travis Banks feels as Gibson now going in the mount position.
The thing is, it is unfair, but it's still by the rules. Like, it's unfair that Travis Banks' matches have all been more recent than Zack Gibson's. It's unfair that Travis Banks' opponents have been more vicious than Zack Gibson's. It's unfair that Travis Banks' opponents have all taken longer to put away than Zack Gibson's, but it's still all in accordance with the rules. So
it's still all within the parameters of legality. Absolutely.
Exactly. So unfair, even if it is legal, it can still be unfair. And that's a summarization of the U.S. economy right now.
Well, there you go. Oh, stomping on the arm.
Oh, man. Gibson with the stomp to the arm. And, yeah, Banks just rolling up into the corner, protecting that shoulder, pushing it up against the turnbuckle to keep it out of Gibson's reach as much as possible.
And Gibson
kind of leaning forward, and he got caught.
You see how Gibson's just baiting Banks, though? Like, come on, as if he's not bringing the fight, as if he isn't a wounded man.
Yeah, I wonder if he kind of shoved his put his foot just out of the reach of Banks, trying to get Banks to lean in to grab it for a full leg pick. And that was when he got the stomp on the shoulder. Yeah, Banks is getting picked apart, though. Just Gibson, relentless. There's a chop from the Kiwi Buzzsaw. Another chop. Banks and Gibson back and forth. Gibson forearm, Banks forearm, Gibson, Banks. Oh, and now Banks is throwing both arms. Oh, but Gibson shoves him away. There's the trip into the middle.
There's the trip.
Oh, and now Gibson.
The drop kick here.
Swinging drop kick. Yeah, there it is. Right to the top of the head, too.
Well, that's one hell of a chrome dome to make an impact on. Now Travis Banks checking his mouth as if there isn't anything as if there isn't enough wrong with him at present. Now I wonder if he's keeping all of his teeth intact, which I think he is. And yeah. Gibson now stunned a bit. Off the ropes. Oh, caught. Oh, no, it didn't get caught. Never mind. I thought he did get caught, folks. That was my mistake. Oh, that way they're taking Gibson down. Gibson stunned a bit. Now what's Travis Banks going to do here?
Head. Very nice. 1, 2. That wasn't able to put Coffey away, and it wasn't able to put Gibson away.
I know Banks.
Speaking of Gibsons, the Authors of Pain's opponent tonight are Rex and Rich Gibson.
Wow.
Who the fuck? Oh, what a double stomp by Banks.
Banks staying in this, man. He's not going to go quietly.
Did you see Gibson reaching for the bottom row before kicking out there?
Yeah, I did. That shows you he was feeling kind of desperate. Maybe, just maybe, Travis Banks still has a chance.
Maybe, man. I don't know.
And now, how much? Oh, now look at this, though. Gibson had his hands on his feet. Never mind. Referee. I don't know if I agree with that by the ref. And there's the kick to the arm. I got to kind of blame the ref for that a little bit. Oh, here's going to be
shit. Gibson going for the belly-to-belly lung blower. It is.
Inverted lung blower there.
That's not going to be enough to put Banks away, but that was still devastating.
No, but that does so much damage, brother, especially when you're already got a wounded limb like Banks does. Every high-impact maneuver like that is going to do its damage. And if I'm Gibson, I am just wondering. I am counting the seconds. I am waiting for the moment that I can slap on Shankly Gates and take my date with Destiny.
I'm surprised he hasn't tried to use Shankly Gates yet in this match.
You know what, though? I almost admire it. Oh, wait a minute. I'll finish my thought after the sequence here because I think we're getting ready for something big.
Oh, jeez.
Is it going to be a suplex?
No.
Knee.
It's reverses.
Another knee. Oh, my God.
Oh, what is Banks thinking here? I think he might be going for a drop kick or a PK. Oh, he got nothing. Rolls through, though. Back comes Gibson.
Throat chop.
Yeah, the double throat thrust there. Oh,
now again with the isolated hammerlock.
No! Look at Travis Banks with the athleticism. What a flash kick.
Holy shit.
A flash kick off the barricade. That was a brilliant counter by Banks.
And I was going to say earlier to finish my thought, I don't think Zack Gibson's been too pressed about Shankly Gates because if you're too overeager, that can make you sloppy and you can make a mistake. But look at this counter. Brilliant counter there by Travis Banks.
You know
the athleticism.
That's absolutely true. And the thing is, you make really the bigger point here is that Zack Gibson had to be the favorite coming into this match based just on current status of the two men as far as the bodily health kind of thing. So when you're the favorite, you want everything to go according to plan. So why would you try and like increase the volatility when you just do things the way that you normally do them? Like, don't go for finishers early unless you're like a heavy underdog.
Absolutely. I think he's got a very conservative disposition towards
Banks,
this whole match.
Well, forearm there from Banks. These guys are just exchanging blows, but Gibson is getting off 3 for every 1 or 2 that Banks gets off.
And now Gibson, oh, what a forearm.
Banks has been at such a disadvantage this entire match, and he's still hanging in there, man. You got to admire that.
Another forearm, now the body shots here. Back and forth these two go. Unbelievable. Oh, my God, that slap.
Wow.
You want to talk about putting a man in his place, dear God. And Gibson. And Banks is looking a bit glassy-eyed to me, but oh, a slap right back by Banks. Oh, but Gibson with the strike. Oh, he ducked. He ducked. And there's the clubbing blow there.
God, Gibson is absolutely relentless.
Oh, look at that pump kick there. And now Banks trying to get himself together. He's got to pull through this, but that arm's got to be killing him. What's he thinking about? Shoot kick. Better be careful you're not feeding Zack a limb. Another one. But he's taking a bit long with these. I don't know. He's thinking about a third. Again, though, he got it. All right. I don't know. Maybe Gibson does know what maybe Banks does know what he's doing. Oh, but then he got caught. Oh, but Banks takes his arm. What is this? Bulldogs.
Oh, the stomp. And just continued stomps to the head and neck and chest.
Oh, man.
Banks. Guess that's why they call him the Kiwi Buzzsaw, right?
Oh, but Gibson. Oh, my God.
That's a problem, though. He's got to. The thing is, I don't think he's going to be able to catch Zack Gibson with a surprise roll-up the way that he did Joe Coffey. He's going to need to hit the Kiwi Crusher, and he uses that shoulder, that left shoulder, to do it. And now it looks like Gibson's going for Shankly Gates right now.
Oh, and look at that, rubbing the forearm in the face.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
Has he got it? No. Banks had a great
arm drag by Banks to get out of it. Now Banks going for another flash kick, but missed.
Oh, but
rolls through, and there is Banks. Or there is Gibson. Then there is Shankly Gates.
There is. Oh, my God, that could do it. You can see he's putting his own fingers in his mouth because he doesn't.
He was biting his own finger to try and deter the pain.
He's bleeding on the side of his eye. I mean, this has been a physical
Holy shit,
here.
He got to the ropes.
I'll be damned.
Look at Travis Banks.
I'll be damned. You know, I ask the question all the time in settings like these. How bad do you want it? How much are you willing to sacrifice? You know what? There's a difference between telling somebody, oh, I'll give everything, I'll do anything, and then they're showing me. Travis Banks just showed me he will do anything to be the #1 contender. The heart and resilience of this man cannot be understated, but Gibson doesn't give a crap about that. As now look at this.
Wow.
Up in the ropes.
Oh,
but Banks.
Banks just judo threw him over the rope.
Unbelievable that Banks is still in this. Are you kidding me?
He might actually get off a penalty kick here. Oh, my God, the double stomp to the outside. Oh, he's getting Banks back in the ring. Or he's getting Gibson back in the ring, rather. I switched names.
And Banks now looking to capitalize.
Flash kick. He hit this one. Going for a pin. 1, 2. No.
That was close, but no. I think you're right, partner. I think it is going to take a Kiwi Crusher here.
Yeah.
And now Gibson.
Both men are in a lot of pain, but it's probably safe to say Banks is in a little bit more given how much he endured before this match.
And now again, here we see a look here. That flash kick. I'd said the one off the barricade was so impressive. I was stunned. Zack Gibson, though, still in this. And Gibson, though, may not have a lot of life left either. I can't believe Banks is kind of winning this war of attrition right now, it seems like.
Banks wants a Kiwi Crusher, man.
Oh, but look at Gibson. What a counter.
Oh, no. 2, 3. Oh, no. He's. I think I saw a false count there. But no, he did see the foot on the rope there. And I think this is Drake Wirtz as referee, too.
Drake Wirtz, I got to give the man credit. As an official, it's so hard to see everything. And there have been so many officials in the history of pro wrestling that have missed pivotal things. You know, a guy getting extra leverage or this and that.
What a lariat by Banks.
He's
going for the Kiwi Crusher here. He's got to get this off.
He did.
Go for the pin. 1, 2. No.
Was that even a Kiwi Crusher? That seemed more like a Falcon Arrow to me.
No, that was a Kiwi Crusher. That was definitely a Kiwi Crusher. He had the leg hooked, and it was a driver. Yeah.
Damn. Well, then Zack Gibson's just that tough.
I mean, the thing is, like, sometimes they look a little Falcon Arrow-y, like maybe like Fisherman Falcon Arrow-y, but that's just because he's got to protect his opponent. He can't literally drop them on their heads.
Right. Well, Zack Gibson then is that tough, which really shouldn't surprise any of us.
And keeping it with Raw, Alexa Bliss is now coming out.
And Gibson, you saw him even shaking his head like, no, not doing this. Not getting back in there. Oh, my God.
Go for a dive here. This might be a mistake. Lope, he got it, but gets shot right back into the ring by Gibson. Gibson now.
Oh, what is... Oh, that suplex that he did on the floor to Webster.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
2, no. Banks kicks out again.
That was the same suplex that softened up Webster enough that Gibson was able to lock in Shankly Gates, and now he's thinking about it again here.
Oh, and yeah, he's got it.
It's in deep. It's in deep.
That's going to be it.
And Banks, you even see, has the hand out. I mean, how much? Wait a minute here. Wait a minute here.
Is he seriously going to be able to get to the rope again?
Is he? No way.
No, he's getting spun around.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
That was evil. That was evil.
I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow. There it is.
Tap.
Zack Gibson gets the win.
Zack Gibson won the UK tournament 2018. Wow.
Hey, I guess he answered my question. I said when it comes to tournaments and big matches, you know, Zack Gibson seems like the bridesmaid, never the bride. Well, you're the one getting a UK championship match tomorrow, my friend. Congratulations. And again,
unbelievable.
We don't have to talk about earning it or this and that, because the fact of the matter is Zack Gibson doesn't give a damn.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Unbelievable.
Say what you want about Zack Gibson. I know many people will in the fallout of this. But the man had an opportunity, and he took it. And you can't fault him for that. There was the Kiwi Crusher there. When Gibson kicked out of this, I think psychologically it started to send into Banks that maybe it wasn't going to be his night.
Yeah.
And I will say, partner, not to take anything away from Gibson, but the question is going to have to be asked by every analyst, including you and I. Would the outcome have been different had Joe Coffey not been such a poor sport and really injured that shoulder going into the finals?
Yeah, that is a genuinely good question, and I don't really know if we're ever going to get a proper answer to it.
I don't either, because, I mean, I think to say yes would be too dismissive of Zack Gibson's ability, but I think to say no would be falling on the side of naivete. So in the end, all we're left with is what we've been given, and what we've been given is that Zack Gibson, folks, Liverpool's number one, indeed, perhaps for the first time in his career, is number one in general. He is the number one contender for the United Kingdom Championship. And Banks now back up. I'm curious. Are we going to get a show of sportsmanship here? Or... And the referee now making the decision. And now Drake Wirtz here. I'm waiting for him to raise down and make it official. There it is. Your number one contender. I cannot believe it. Is this the man that's going to end the Dunn dynasty?
I don't know, man. I just find that so hard to believe.
And now Gibson and Banks looking at each other. And now Gibson, because he won, and because everything's right in his world, Now he wants the handshake. And can Banks give it? Can Banks give it? He's got the closed fist. He's tentative. Gibson saying, come on.
Gibson looks like such a sleazeball, too.
He does. And now Gibson walks off. What a dirtbag.
Wow.
I mean, Gibson has always believed he was the best. And I'll tell you, this did nothing to assuage that ego. If anything, it's only been intensified. And folks, that's it for night one. Oh, wait a minute here. Triple H shaking Travis Banks' hand. You know, Travis is going to have his day in the sun one of these days. It just wasn't tonight. And now they're coming down to meet Zack Gibson. And you got to wonder if he's going to be as hubristic in the face of these legends, or he's actually going to enjoy the moment and be humble for once in his life.
Let's be real here.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
And there you see it's Triple H, Johnny Saint, and HBK all coming out.
There's Triple H, and Zack Gibson does take the hand because he knows where his bread is buttered. And now, telling Zack Gibson, stand there. I think we know what's coming here. Oh, wait, no. I thought it was going to be an arm race thing. There it is. I guess it's just a photo op. And is this going to be the scene tomorrow night in our United Kingdom Championship match? Zack Gibson, he was a bit beat up from this, but he'll have a whole day to recover. So you have to imagine Zack Gibson will be healthy enough for the fight that Dunn's going to bring. That's going to be one hell of a United Kingdom Championship match, partner.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a really good match. I am going to be rooting for Pete Dunne to retain, which I have never done throughout his entire reign.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know who I'll be rooting for, honestly. I mean, I love Zack Gibson, but I also love Pete Dunne, so I feel like I'm in a win-win situation. Oh, wait, Gibson's got the mic.
And I believe the crowd is already booing.
Yeah, they are not friends with this. Oh, you say you do not take this from me.
Oh my God, the nuclear heat! Holy
and there is Dunne.
Oh shit, there's Dunne!
Oh man, look at Dunne's face.
"24 hours, man."
Holy hell.
I mean, really, it's closer to like 20 or 18, I guess, hours for us. 19, somewhere around there. No, it would be 18. Do you like Dunne's theme?
Yeah, it's great, man. And Dunne sizing up Gibson. Wow, that confrontation.
Oh, man, it's over. All right, well, the finale is streaming tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And that'll be it, man. I guess that's the whole show.
Absolutely. I thoroughly enjoyed that, guys. I want to thank everybody who joined us. And we hope you join us again tomorrow at 3 p.m. EDT. And yeah, we'll see you guys then. I'm going to hand it over to Ashton and take us home.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. We will be with you tomorrow to live react to day 2 of the UK tournament. And it's actually not even going to be the tournament anymore. It is, it's literally just going to be all of these championship matches. You know, we're going to be getting women's title match between Shayna Baszler and Toni Storm, UK championship match between Pete Dunne and Zack Gibson, NXT tag title match between the Undisputed Era and Mustache Mountain. We're also going to be getting a tag team match, Aleister Black and Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream and EC3. And I'm sure there's going to be another match or two on there that we haven't necessarily heard about that should be interesting. So it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, even more than I was looking forward to today because of all those crazy title matches. It's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all that stuff if you haven't already. When this video is done fully processing, you can leave a comment. Let us know what you thought about the show. Remember to click the bell icon so that you can get notified every time we go live or upload a video. And if you do want even more reliable notifications, you can follow John and myself on Twitter and set my Twitter to give you notifications so that every single time I tweet out, oh, hey, guys, we're live. Join us here. And I link it up. You'll get notified for that on Twitter. Twitter's more reliable than YouTube for notifications. And I know that because I have a couple accounts set to give me notifications, and they don't miss a single fucking beat. Trust me. Also, like our Facebook page, and if you would like to support TwitWow, you can do so by either buying our merch on Teespring, donating to our Patreon, or if you would like a free option, share this video and this channel with all of your wrestling fan friends and let them in on the best kept secret in the YouTube wrestling community. We are the workhorses of the YWC, and we are not to be tampered with. Of course, if you do donate to our Patreon, it's only $3 a month, and that will grant you access to the official TwitWow patron Discord channel and accumulate over time, allowing you to request live reactions to wrestling shows of your choosing. And it will also all go into a community pot and help us to continue live reacting to Progress every week of every month. And we've been doing Progress, so we're actually below the current requirement for Progress. So if you would like to help us to continue live reacting to that wonderful promotion that is now kind of officially affiliated with WWE, we're up to Chapter 21. We're going to be doing Chapter 22 this coming Wednesday, and we would like to continue with Chapters 23 through 26 in July, but we are not going to be able to do that without your help on Patreon. So until the Patreon gets up there, I'm going to keep on plugging it pretty hard. And for now, I'm going to close this thing out, guys. We hope that you enjoyed our live reactions to the UK tournament. We hope that you will enjoy them tomorrow as well. And for that to happen, you're going to need to remember to stay tuned.